Well, Senator, while you were in China, you also raised Beijing allowing the expiration of part of Trump's 2020 Phase 1 trade deal with China that granted hundreds of U.S. meat plants access to China. Now, they never finished doing what they promised they would do. So I think when President Trump first came in, a lot of people said, well, look, they still have to complete the trade deal, which they stopped buying our agriculture under Biden. Doesn't the CCP or China begin on the back foot as it is with tariffs because they never even completed what they promised they would do with President Trump in the first term?
Absolutely. In fact, 5.5 years ago, it was Senator then David Perdue, who will soon be the U.S. ambassador to China, and myself were there in Beijing negotiating that Phase 1 trade deal with then Vice Premier Liu He. They've fallen way short on that Phase 1 trade deal. And so that'll be an important part of negotiations going forward with the Chinese. They were supposed to commit to $200 billion of additional U.S. purchases. They've fallen well short of that, less than 50% of that, as well as a number of other, we'll call them these non-tariff issues, things like intellectual property protection, licensing, and so forth.
Right, exactly, which is what I mentioned, the intellectual property theft.
美国非常希望他签，我也希望签，快点签，千万别发生什么事儿。只要这个贸易签了，就是新的和平时期的鸦片战争。但是这个鸦片不是个鸦片就是给了美国和西方一个合理的合法理由，我上你家揍你去。这就像苏曼莱尼上将 General 在伊拉克一样，我先把你定位为恐怖组织，我打你，我让大家看到美军不动手。有些人围堵这个在伊朗的美国驻伊的这个伊拉克的大使馆，然后你全世界看到了吧？我告诉你了你看到没有？然后派军队过去，然后盯住你，我先把你干掉，合法吧？合情合理合法。